Welcome back to the Eldorado Holiday Tournament, basketball fans. It's quarterfinal day as the top-seeded Fairfield Mules get set to take on the West Frankfort Redbirds, who come in as the number 8 seed of the tournament. I'm Randy Olson, joined courtside by Jeremy Varner. We're glad that you're with us here. It's going to be a great basketball game here, both on AreaSports.net and on FoxesFans.net. The winner of this game is going to get the Heron Tigers, as they were winners a few moments ago over Carterville. And intriguing matchup here this afternoon, I think, Jeremy, with West Frankfort looking really good in their win against Hamilton County yesterday. And, of course, the Mules have played well all season long with just one loss on their record all season.
Yeah, Fairfield, it's going to have to be a good game in order to beat them. But, West Frankfort played really well. I mean, they shot the ball so well yesterday. And that's what it's going to take to beat Fairfield. You got to be able to score and take care of the ball. And they were able to do both yesterday.
West Frankfort Redbirds have their point guard Isaiah Thompson back, and he is such an important part of their team, a 5'9 junior. And we visited with Coach Scott McElravy of the Fairfield Mules during halftime of the previous game, and he said, at the seed meeting, West Frankfort didn't have him. He'd been out a few games, and had they had him available at that time, chances are this West Frankfort Redbirds team would probably be seeded much higher than number 8 in the tournament.
I'll tell you what, the 4 quarterfinal teams so far in this top half are pretty good. And Massac is good in the bottom half, and AJ, and they're all, but he's exactly right. I think West Frankfort, is going to be a tough matchup, and they could have definitely been seeded differently, had a different first round game, and maybe be down there with Massac to go on to the semifinals. So, but this is the way it's seeded, and if you want to win it, you're going to have to beat some good teams regardless of which side you're on.
That's right. You got to win 4 games to win this tournament. Fairfield is the defending champions and comes in as the number 1 seed. West Frankfort's been here for many, many years. They've always had some success here at the tournament. They were winners yesterday over Hamilton County 68-37, and the Mules beat Gallatin County 87-42. We'll come back and talk more about it and bring you the play-by-play, starting lineups and all, coming up here on AreaSports.net and FoxesFans.net.
The difference between profit and loss is razor thin in today's market. Luckily, your GSI dealer is there to help you stay in the black. Capturing futures carry and improving your basis with increased on-farm storage on average could earn a 50-cent per bushel difference. Taking advantage of early harvest and saving with on-farm drying makes a profitability difference. Proven and dependable grain systems that boost your bottom line, that's the GSI difference.
Carter Turf and Tractor is now open in their beautiful new location on West Main Street in Fairfield in the former Save-A-Lot building. Carter Turf and Tractor is your area dealer for high-quality Kubota tractors in a variety of sizes, perfect for a landscaping business or to easily handle a variety of jobs around your home or farm. They can customize a solution for your needs. They also have the Kubota RTV utility vehicles for on-road and off-road transportation and hauling needs. When there's mowing or lawn work to be done, Carter Turf and Tractor has you covered with Exmark riding mowers and walk-behind mowers. They also feature a good selection of Echo brand brush cutters, trimmers, and chainsaws, as well as Honda and Generac generators. Come in and see for yourself at the new Carter Turf and Tractor, open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to 2 on Saturday. This basketball broadcast is made possible by Fairfield Printing and Graphics and Sporting Goods in Fairfield, where you can find t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and all kinds of gear for your favorite local team, such as Fairfield, Sisney, Wayne City, New Hope, Jasper, and others. Or they can customize exactly what you want. Fairfield Printing and Graphics is also your place to go for printing needs such as envelopes, posters, banners, anything you can think of, they can likely do it at Fairfield Printing, Graphics, and Sporting Goods. Learn more on their website at Fairfield Printing. Welcome back here to the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Randy Olson and Jeremy Varner courtside here, getting ready to see top-seeded Fairfield take on the 8th-seeded West Frankfort Redbirds. I think one of the keys to the contest, Jeremy, is going to be depth. And Fairfield's got the depth, and it's not just the fact they can bring a lot of players in the game. They got to bring a lot of quality players in the game with their depth.
Yeah, and it's been like that for I don't know how many years in a row now, and you're seeing them use some younger players, and by the time they get to be a junior or senior, they've got 2-3 years of varsity experience under their belt, and I think that is something that they've got really rolling up there right now at Fairfield.
And the thing about that is that if you get in foul trouble, he's got quality guys on the bench that he can bring in, but he brings them in anyway because, you're going to play 4 games, hopefully, in 3 days. And in order to play 4 rugged games in 3 days, you need that depth. And by the time it gets to the fourth quarter, you wear the other team down.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that's part of the strategy you have when you have that much depth is, you might be able to, our team might be able to compete with you for 2-3 quarters, but all of a sudden, you're pressing in the fourth quarter with guys that have only played 12 minutes as opposed to people that have been playing 20, 22 minutes. That makes a big difference.
Absolutely. Fairfield's going to be the visitors on the scoreboard this afternoon wearing their travel black uniforms trimmed in the red numerals. And West Frankfort will be in the home white unis trimmed in red. Of course, West Frankfort Redbirds with a new coach this year, Pete Gordon, who had all that success at Thompsonville. He won over 30 games last year at Thompsonville and set a new school record in doing so. And this is his alma mater, West Frankfort. So he's thrilled to be coaching the Redbirds where he went to school at himself.
Yeah, I'm sure he was so happy to be able to get this opportunity. And, it looks like he's got his group playing really well. So they're buying in and committing, and, that's what it takes. So I'm happy for him.
One thing we're going to see in the contrast between these two teams today is they both like to press. So who can handle the press the best?
Yeah, turnovers are such a huge key to the game. I think you're right for both teams. They're not going to be able to squander opportunities. If you got a good shot, you've got to be able to make it and, keep the other team from getting back in transition, getting easy buckets.
West Frankfort's played some good competition being members of the River to River Conference, and this is going to be a real test for Fairfield this afternoon. Make no mistake about it. This is probably the best team Fairfield's faced in a while because they've had some easy ones here lately in the Black Diamond Conference, and they had an easy one yesterday. This will not be an easy one today, I don't believe.
I think that's why it's such a good idea that Fairfield's in that Capital Classic because they played some really tough competition up there and did really well. And, that's leads you into the next tournament and gives you a little more confidence to win it and to want to win it if you didn't win the one before.
Mules are being introduced right now. Noah McElravy, number 3, is a 5'10 junior guard. Wyatt Gilbert, number 4, is a 5'11 senior guard. Kane Hicksonball, one of the forwards, is a 6'3 senior, wears number 10. Landon Zerlini, number 24, 6'3 junior. And then the big guy in the middle, number 30, Luke Dagg, 6'2 senior. So again, they go with McElravy, Gilbert, Hicksonball, Zerlini, and Dagg. And the Mules are 5'10, 5'11, 5'10, 6'2, and 6'3. Coach McElravy been at the helm at Fairfield for a long time. He's now the most winningest coach in Fairfield history. Clips that mark here recently.
Have we got Massey or McElravy starting? McElravy starting?
McElravy starting in place of, in place of Massey on your sheet. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's meet the West Frankfort Redbirds. Isaiah Thompson, the guard, he is coming back from an injury. He is 5'9 junior. He kind of makes things go. Number 12 is Quincy King, had a great game yesterday. He's 5'9 senior. Number 21 is Paxton Griffith. He's 5'10 junior. Well, they got those gray numerals on the white uniforms. That's going to be tough to see from up here. Ethan Coley is 6'3 senior, number 24. And rounding out starting 5 is Josh Melvin, the big guy inside, number 30. He's a 6'3 senior. So they go with Thompson, King, Griffith, Coley, and Melvin. Size-wise for West Frankfort, they go 5'9", 5'9", 5'10", 6'3", 6'3". So about the same size.
Pretty even matchup. And, what you're going to look at for West Frankfort is you're going to see, the ball go from the inside out. You're going to see him try to feed these two 6'3 kids in the post, and then you're going to see these shooters come off. At least that's what they did yesterday. And, they've got several kids out there that are shooting the ball really well with high confidence, especially after yesterday. So it'll be interesting to see what Fairfield does against that and if West Frankfort can take care of the ball against Fairfield's press.
And again, West Frankfort's got a good starting 5 out there, but I just don't think they got the depth that Fairfield has. So we'll see if that plays a role as the game goes along. At the jump circle, both wearing number 30, Luke Dagg and Josh Melvin are ready to tip it up and get this quarterfinal game going. The winner takes on Heron tomorrow in the semifinals at 12 noon. The tip is going to be controlled by West Frankfort, and he actually walked with the basketball after he caught it. That was Paxton Griffith, so it'll go down as a turnover, and Fairfield will have it.
That's not where you want your first turnover.
No,
There's a lot of hustle right there by all three of those kids.
Dave Davis and Ted Knapp and Jared Knapp, the 3 officials on this game this afternoon. Kane Hicksonball gets it inside, spin move, up and in. And Hicksonball, I'll tell you what, he has really stepped up his game from a year ago.
That's a great post move right there, and he's someone that could score at all 3 levels. And he's a good outside shooter. He can post you up, and he can come off a screen and get you at the elbow.
Redbirds with the basketball, and again, Fairfield with that swarming defense. They love to trap when they get the opportunity. And they extend that defense way outside as Wyatt Gilbert is ball hawking Thompson out there. Thompson's going to hand it off to Quincy King. Over to the wing to Griffith. He can't shoot. Goes inside, leaves it out for Melvin. Melvin inside the lane. Over to Thompson. He'll launch a 3 ball. Bits off no good, and there's the rebound by Zerlini. He'll clear it out for the Mules. Leaves it for Hicksonball. Back to Zerlini. Over it goes to Wyatt Gilbert. Gilbert loses the handle, and there's a steal, a turnover on the Mules. Ahead to Melvin. Melvin gets it out to King. He'll launch a 3-pointer, missed it.
Well, he didn't miss that shot yesterday. He had about 3 of those that were in the same exact spot. So 2 good looks for West Frankfort, but, got to be a little tighter with the ball down here for Fairfield.
Yeah, normally you give King that much time and that wide open look, he can knock that down. 2-0 Mules just underway here in the early going. Here's a 3-pointer by McElravy. It's off the back iron. Rebound cleared out of there by Melvin. They're going to throw it ahead and want them race to the other end. Thompson's got it. He puts it up, missed it. Offensive rebound. Back out it comes to Coley, and Coley falls down, and they're going to say he had a little help. Foul's going to be called on Luke Dagg.
That's Fairfield's first and Luke Dagg's first. First foul of the game.
Mules have it out of bounds underneath their own basket. Comes into Melvin. He's way underneath the basket. Now falls to the floor, and jump ball is going to be called. And Redbirds will, well, no, it's going to go to Fairfield on the alternate possession.
Yeah, I guess officially West Frankfort got the tip right there and then got the quick turnover.
Right.
So Fairfield got it.
That's right.
Both times.
That's how important that early turnover was 2 seconds into the game.
Yeah.
Going to have a whistle away from the basketball. Going to be a hold. And that's going to go against Ethan Coley, I believe.
Say there's going to be a lot of battling going on for position and trying to get in the right spot, not get pushed down too far under the basket, by these 2.
Kane Hicksonball gives it up inside to Gilbert. No good. Rebound away by the Redbirds. Out on the dribble they come. Quincy King has it. Working against Noah McElravy. King's going to hand it off out there to Paxton Griffith. Now to Thompson. In the corner they work it again to Coley. Coley is guarded by Luke Dagg. Mules love to play the man-to-man, but they also love to do the zone trap. And they create a lot of turnovers and a lot of offense out of that zone trap. I'm sure we're going to see it.
Yeah, I know you've seen them a lot. Have they been running much zone off?
Not a half-court zone per se, but that one's knocked down out front. A 3-pointer by Paxton Griffith, and that's a 3-2 lead now for West Frankfort. Now they love to do that about 3-quarter zone trap, and they usually get a turnover out of it before they have to drop back. As going to the hole is Kane Hicksonball. Hicksonball with both the buckets here early on for Fairfield. 4-3. Quincy King has it. Go ahead.
I was just going to say West Frankfort in a little dribble weave here, trying to get some movement and doing a good job of going side to side, and there's an opening. In
the lane it goes. Shot put up by Coley. No good. Ball's out of bounds, and the last touch by Fairfield.
Kind of thought that might have been off a white jersey right there, but
Quincy King will trigger it in. Comes in way out to Paxton Griffith. He's going to take it inside. Contact is made. Nothing called. Offensive rebound. Back up and in by Thompson. 5-4 West Frankfort. Quickly on the other end. Racing down the court. Beating everybody is Luke Dagg for an easy deuce. Fairfield responds back, and West Frankfort does the same thing. Both teams running the floor here. Back up again. Josh Melvin on the deuce. I'm telling you, you got to get back defensively. Fairfield running the floor again. That shot is missed by Hicksonball. We've got racehorse basketball going on here in the first quarter. Here's a 3-ball from the corner. It's Griffith, no good. Hicksonball with a rebound for the Mules. Both teams wanting to push it. Here's another steal by the Redbirds. Blocking foul is going to be called. Fairfield fans thought Wyatt Gilbert was set. Officials said otherwise. It's a blocking foul on Gilbert. As Thompson will go to the line. I don't think that fell through, though, did it? He didn't make the shot.
They're not showing it up on the scoreboard.
No, I don't think the ball went through.
You know, early in the game, you know, it's probably a good thing to try to go ahead and get that charge call right there. You know, as we get through later in the game, though, those plays are risky when you're putting other people, you know, on the foul line, and you don't want to get yourself in foul trouble, too.
Now they do put it on the board.
So it did go in.
I didn't think it actually went through, but it's because I was really looking at Wyatt Gilbert on the floor, to be honest with you, trying to determine whether or not he was set. Lost the flight of the ball, but it did go in. They counted. It's 9-6. Hicksonball's got it for the Mules. Here's Landon Zerlini for 3. It's short. Rebound, Colin Massey. Back down to Hicksonball. A little jump hook. Got it. Boy, Hicksonball, nice shot there. Makes it 9-8.
He's making it look easy down there in the post.
He's got 6 of the Mules' 8 points here. Actually, he's got all 8 of them. Yeah, he does have all 8 of them, doesn't he? Here's Quincy King in the front court now for the Redbirds. Out it comes to Griffith. Into the high post to Melvin. Reset it to King. 3:01 left to play here, first quarter. Seesaw battle thus far as King has it. Almost stepped on the end line. Come back out to Thompson. Good defense by the Mules. Quincy King. Guarded by, wow, look at that steal. Wyatt Gilbert, they threw it right to a Redbirds player, and it results in a bucket for Griffith.
Great hustle. You know, you can't ask for anything more than that. I just went to the wrong person, but, man, made a great play to not throw it out of bounds to begin with. Behind the back like that, not looking where you're throwing it.
Gilbert with a nice steal, you're right, but just went to the wrong guy if you're a Mules fan. And to the line is Paxton Griffith. That basket was good, and the free throw is also good. 12-8 now in favor of West Frankfort. 2:42 to play, opening quarter. Wyatt Gilbert's going to drive, going to leave it for Zerlini. His long 3 is good. Landon loves to shoot it from out there. He fills it up. It's 12-11. Almost a steal by Massey, picked up by King. Mules with that tenacious defense.
You can just see Zerlini just feel it, you know, know when he's feeling it, and that last shot looked good from the moment it left his hand.
There's a steal. Massey's going to throw it ahead to Luke Dagg. Look out, he might flush it. Nope. Getting back on defense, Thompson to knock it away. Luke had ideas of flushing that one. And Thompson said, no, you're not. You know, a big steal there a moment ago by Massey. And again, we talk about the depth of Fairfield, and Massey coming off the bench and already making an impact.
Yeah.
You know.
And he started some games too, right?
I mean, occasionally, but lately he's been off the bench. He would start for a lot of teams, we'll put it that way. Here's Hicksonball from the elbow, and he got it. Kane Hicksonball with another bucket.
That gives him 10 for the night. 3-pointer there.
Sorry about that, I looked away.
By Ethan Culley. He had some 3-pointers yesterday.
All right, now I'm squared away here. I had to look down and change something with our technology here. Hicksonball's got the ball. Goes down to Luke Dagg. Left it short. Rebound by the Redbirds. They're going to clear it out. 14-13, Redbirds by 1. We've got a minute 25 to play here in the opening quarter. The winner gets Heron tomorrow at 12 noon in the semifinals. The loser will play Carterville in the 5th place bracket.
That'll be tomorrow morning at 8:30. First session.
Isaiah Thompson out front. Here comes a double team by the Mules. And they cause him to travel the ball. Well, there's that trap defense. by the Mules. Into the ball game for Fairfield. Some depth. Go ahead.
They can get you in so many ways. I mean, they can run and jump you. They can just trap the pass. They can trap the dribbler, and they just mix it up. They do such a good job of just throwing you off, not knowing what to expect.
Brandon Lane and Blake Pruitt in the ball game for the Mules. Again, more of that depth in there as Noah McElravy takes it inside the lane, and he's going to be fouled. That stops the clock with 54 seconds left here in the first quarter, and McElravy will go to the line.
Fouls on Quincy King, his first, team second. There's been a pretty good flow to this game so far, really. Yeah. And it's been physical. There's been some bumping, but you know, I mean, that's part of it. And
sure.
As a result, it's been a fun game to watch so far.
I agree. Absolutely. McElravy with another one. He is the coach's son, for those of you not familiar with Fairfield. And he's good on the free throw. 15-14. Here comes a trap. There it is. Right at the midcourt stripe. And that's not where you want to get trapped at, because then the half line becomes a third defender. Down underneath. The feed is good, but the shot is missed by Cunningham, who's in the game. Andrew Cunningham, 6'2 senior, but he's fouled. Blake Pruitt on the foul. That's his first. That'll be the fourth team foul on Fairfield, and that's going to send Cunningham to the line. And his shot is good. Ties the ball game at 15.
Yeah, that 2-2-1 press, I mean, you have to get to the middle. As soon as you start dribbling down the side, it's a danger zone.
Mm-hmm. That one rims out. Rebound by the Mules. McElravy brings it up. Goes over to Pruitt. Out to Dagg. Now McElravy again. Takes it inside. Now kicks it to the right corner. And back out for a three-pointer by Massey. It's off the back iron, no good. Scramble for the rebound. And the Redbirds have it. To the other end is Thompson. Massey comes up behind and reaches for the ball and fouls. That'll be the first on Massey. That's a fifth team foul now on the Mules here in the first quarter. 9.8 seconds left to play. Here's the inbound to Melvin. Out to Thompson. 6 seconds left. Thompson takes it up, puts up a shot, no good. Luke Dagg with a rebound. Massey's going to heave one three-quarter court. In and out, no good. They hit one from half court yesterday at the end of the first quarter. That one was from three-quarter court, and it almost went in.
And that was right on line.
It was in. It was a ringer. It went in and out. That's the end of the first quarter. We're all tied at 15-15 here at the 55th Annual Eldorado Holiday Tournament. We'll be back with more in just a moment. It's the heating season, and Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods has you covered with fast, reliable propane delivery service for your home or farm. And if you need those propane bottles filled for your grill or camper, Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods can do it. Looking for a wide selection of guns and ammunition? You'll find it at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods. You can even search online through their website at wainwrightpropane.com. And don't forget, they also sell propane grills, smokers, and deep fryers at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods. Welcome back to the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Randy Olson here, along with Jeremy Varner, as we're all tied at 15-15. Quite a battle going on here in this quarterfinal matchup between West Frankfort and Fairfield. Your thoughts on that first quarter play, Jeremy?
I think both teams are figuring out, how to work their offense against, what they're up against. Fairfield's doing a good job of trying to push West Frankfort around, and they're both really running in transition really well, getting some easy buckets.
All right, we start the second quarter. Redbirds will have the ball first. Kane Hicksonball has been the offensive show here for the Fairfield Mules in the first half. As the Redbirds have it, Coley with it. Swing it to the right side, looking for a cutter. Griffith over to King. Mules extend their defense way out. There's a trap again. Almost a steal. King gives it up to Griffith, and there's a steal by the Mules. Ahead to Hicksonball.
Really good recovery there on the backside right there to get that pass. If not, that was a wide open layup.
Massey gives it up to Zerlini. Massey again. There's a backdoor cut by Zerlini. Tries to lean in, but he still can't shoot. Now Massey will take it down, and it comes off one of the legs of the Redbirds. A happy carom that time for the Mules. They retain possession, and Massey has it. Puts up the left-handed shot, no good. There's Hicksonball with the stick back, and it's good. Kane Hicksonball.
Yeah, he's really come to play tonight. I really think Fairfield's going to have to get some of these other guards involved and start looking for some shots outside or some more dribbling, some more driving.
Redbirds break the press that time. They get it out to King. They go inside, bounce pass inside to Melvin, but it's taken away. Mules' relentless defense reaches in again and takes it away. Massey out to Zerlini for three. Off the backboard, no good, and going to be a foul on the floor. Going to go against the Redbirds.
That was a pretty good shove right there by Josh Melvin into the back of, I guess it would have been his Dag or maybe his Hicksonball.
Foul on Melvin will be his first. That's a third team foul on the Redbirds. Here's the pass into Hicksonball. Now it comes to Gilbert. He penetrates, leaves it for Dag, and there's a layup. Nice pass. And yeah, give the assist that time to Wyatt Gilbert for sure. Beautiful play, 19-15, Mules up by 4. That's their biggest lead of the game. The first quarter was a seesaw battle. Same play on the other end. Nice bounce pass by Thompson. Down to Melvin, and Melvin scores. Both the guards doing a good job of dishing it for both teams.
Tell you what, a nice pick and roll run the right way is so fun to watch.
It's a thing of beauty, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Here's Gilbert taking it inside with a left hand, missed it. Rebound by the Redbirds. They'll clear it out to Thompson. Thompson in the lane, puts up a little teardrop. Won't go. Luke Dag with the rebound. Throws it ahead to a streaking Wyatt Gilbert, and he scores. Gilbert runs the floor well, and they hit him just like a wide receiver. 21-17, Mules by 4.
Yeah, that was a nice look up the court, too. I mean, these guys have good enough arms, and they're tall enough. They can see over. They need to be looking for those players streaking down like that. That's a good look. Here he goes, trying to look again.
Coley missed the shot. Here comes Zerlini with it now for the Mules. Little step back jumper is good. 23-17, biggest lead of the game for the Mules. They're up by 6. Timeout on the court with 5:01 left to play here in the first half, and we'll be back with more in just a moment live from the Eldorado Holiday Tournament.
As a craftsman, Gordy had imagination and vision. As a business owner and machinist, he understood all the moving components and how important they were to making things work. When he dreamed of building his business, he knew he needed help. FNB provided the spark necessary to ignite his growth. That partnership has proven to be his best creation yet.
Welcome back to the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. 23-17 our score. Fairfield's went on a run here to start the second quarter, haven't they?
Nice little stretch, 8-2 run to start the quarter, and that's how they've always won is winning this first part of the quarter. So probably a good idea for West Frankfort to take that timeout, think things through, but maybe Fairfield to keep it rolling here.
Yeah, this defense by Fairfield in the first half has created some turnovers on the Redbirds, and not necessarily on the press, but a lot of turnovers in the half court where they've been able to trap in the half court with their help defense. All right, here we come. Fairfield showing the press again as the Redbirds break it across to Griffith. Here comes a trap again. Griffith dribbles out of it. Now takes it inside, can't shoot it. Leaves it for Melvin, it's taken away. Hicksonball's got it. 2-on-1 break, and it's knocked out of bounds by Quincy King, who gets back quick on defense.
And there's that half-court defense you're talking about, causing the turnovers in the half-court setting.
Yeah, it is. They just come at you in waves. As soon as somebody gets tired, Coach McElravy puts somebody else in. That's that depth we talked about. Zerlini in the corner to Gilbert. He penetrates inside, and he's going to be fouled. And Wyatt Gilbert will go to the line to shoot a pair. Fairfield was the number 1 seed a year ago when they won the tournament, and they've returned this year to try to repeat, and they're the number 1 seed again. We haven't had anybody win back-to-back titles here at Eldorado in a while.
Might have been Harrisburg. We talked about that earlier today. I'm not sure if it was them or not, but
there's 5 or 6 teams that have won back-to-back titles.
You know, that's the difference right there in Gilbert. You know, when he was playing as a sophomore, he probably wouldn't have hit both of those free throws if he hit any of them. Now, as a senior, he's been around, and those are plays that seniors have to make. Upperclassmen have to be able to hit those free throws.
I agree. Thompson gets it across to King as the Redbirds break the press. Back out to Griffith. Griffith to Thompson. They spread the offense out, looking for a cutter as Thompson's got it. Now he'll drive to the basket. There's a double team, a wraparound pass over to Griffith. He'll launch a 3, left it short. Offensive rebound by the Redbirds. Back up strong, scoring is Ethan Coley. Fairfield gets it down quickly. Hicksonball has it to McElravy. He'll fire the 3. It's no good. A rebound out of there by Griffith for West Frankfort. Ahead to King. He'll fire up the side court there to Melvin. Melvin out to Coley. Coley with a backdoor play. Nice pass and good shot by Paxton Griffith. And a couple of good plays there by West Frankfort. Cuts the lead back to 4.
You know, with the way both of these teams play the pressure defense and they get in the passing lanes, being able to backdoor and hit someone on a cut is so important, and both these teams have done it well against each other.
Yes, they have. They sure have. There's a steal and a turnover. West Frankfort has it. 2-on-1 break. Wraparound pass underneath, but he can't shoot. Thompson just overmatched in there. Going to leave it for a little 10-footer by Coley, and he knocks it down. It's a 6-0 run here.
7 points for Coley.
By the Redbirds. 25-23. We've got 2:54 to play here in the first half. This has been a quick quarter. Noah McElravy kind of sizing up the defense out front now by the center circle. They go down low. Hicksonball, he's got it. Boy, they just kind of surgically got it in there to Hicksonball that time.
He's having a nice game. That's already his 14th point.
Yeah, it's 14 points. 14 of Fairfield's 27 here in the first half to Kane Hicksonball. There's a trap again by the Mules. Quincy King gets it in the corner. Here's Melvin for 3. He got it. Melvin, the big guy, steps out and hits the 3-point bomb, and it's a 1-point game again. 27-26. Hicksonball drives baseline for the Mules. Nobody stopped him. He took it all the way in. And he just seems to be having his way out there, Jeremy. Kane Hicksonball with a monster game. 16 points now in the first half. Under 2 minutes to play.
I'd say these two big posts for Frankfort, you know, are starting to fill it a little bit, because I don't think either one of them is kind of out yet.
Melvin couldn't realize how wide open he was. He missed the shot short. And there's a tip in by Luke Dagg, and he's going to be fouled. Shot was missed by Zerlini, but Dagg had inside rebounding position. He tipped it in. Give the Mules a 5-point lead, and he'll go to the line for the and 1.
Second foul on Quincy King, 5th team foul.
So Dagg back to the line, and he nails it. (32-26), 6-point lead as the Redbirds will go length of the floor here. Minute 43 to play. Mules setting up the press.
Game of runs so far, especially this quarter.
It has been. Thompson's going to bring it up the corner for West Frankfort. He tries to pass around the corner there to Cunningham, but he loses it out of bounds. I don't know if Cunningham knew that was coming or not. Maybe he just had too much mustard on it.
Yeah, I think you get to a point where I don't know if he could have stopped if he wanted to on that drive. And then, you know, here we've got a minute and a half left, and you can score a ton of points in a minute and a half with the tired group on the other side. So look to see Fairfield really get a few baskets here.
Knocked away by Thompson, but out of bounds. It'll belong to the Mules. Okay, they're going to say West Frankfort ball, so apparently Thompson hit it off the Fairfield player. The officials correct each other. So it'll be Redbird ball with 1:22 to play. As former official Billy Rocket kind of nods his head in agreement. Officials apparently got it right. Griffith with the basketball now for West Frankfort, guarded against by McElravy.
I think the best thing about that play is they got together and tried to get their call right. You know, whether it was right or not, you know, it was at least communicating between the two.
Yeah. There's a scrum on the floor, and we got a jump ball called. And it's going to go back to Fairfield with 1:03 left. Landon Zerlini checks back in for the Mules. Fairfield enjoying a 6-point lead here.
And I can really appreciate when, you know, groups of refs do that. There's sometimes where, and coaches are like this and players are like this too, but, you know, they don't give in at all that maybe they didn't get the call right or they weren't right about a situation.
Right.
So.
All right, Wyatt Gilbert will bring it up. Goes to Massey. Massey dishes it to Zerlini from the right wing. He misses the shot. Tipped out. Great tip out there by Blake Pruitt. Fairfield retains possession. Pruitt with a 3, missed it. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Thompson of West Frankfort. It'll be Fairfield ball. 41 seconds left here in the half. Coming up at halftime, we will visit with Coach Doug Miller of Hamilton County. Here's a lob inside to Hickson ball. Missed the shot, got his own rebound, blocked again, back up again, missed. Massey with the rebound for the Mules. Out to Zerlini. He puts up a little runner and scores. Strong rebounding by the Mules that time. They're up by 8, their biggest lead of the game with 21 seconds left here in the first half.
4 offensive rebounds off that?
Yes, it was. Thompson has it over to Quincy King.
And a beautiful feed from the top of the key, too, and catch. Hickson ball couldn't put it in, but, man, that was a great lob.
Down to 5 seconds left. King can't get a shot off, gets it to Thompson. He'll fire away. It's off the arm, no good, and that's how the first half comes to an end. Fairfield Mules dominate the second quarter, and they lead it here at halftime by 8. It's 34-26, and we'll come back and share the halftime stats with you and much more coming up here live on AreaSports.net and FoxesFans.net.
To keep my hands on myself, pick up dust them all, put them back up on the shelf. Just a little baby girl is in need. Am I coming out of left field? Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been feeling it since 1966 now. Might be over and now, but I feel it still.
For your business, more importantly, your friendship. I think that makes about 12, doesn't it?
Thank you, Michael.
All righty, thank you.
Happening now, free high fives, complimentary with every purchase of a new or pre-owned vehicle, while supplies last. High fives may be redeemed upon request or spontaneously and accompanied by feelings of happiness, satisfaction, and/or the urge to share your positive experience on various social media platforms or via word of mouth with family and friends. Teffer Motors humbly encourages both. Teffer Motors, your hometown source for all your automotive needs.
At Hamilton Memorial Family Clinics, your family's care team is close to home. But it's not just about convenience, it's compassionate, quality care. From routine care, vaccines, and DOT physicals to acute needs like disease management, x-ray, and lab work. Hamilton Memorial Hospital Family Clinics in Carmine and McLeansboro have you covered. Plus, same-day appointments are available and a Carmine walk-in clinic on Saturdays for those unexpected illnesses. With 6 providers and 8 specialty care clinics, maybe it's time to take another look at Hamilton Memorial Hospital Family Clinics.
Welcome back here to the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Our halftime score is Fairfield 34 and West Frankfort 26. Jeremy Varner's got our halftime stats here.
All right, starting off with Fairfield, 34 points, and 16 of them are coming from Cade Hickson ball. They're committed 5 fouls, but they're 5 for 5 from the free throw line. And West Frankfort has 26 points, and they're led in scoring by Paxton Griffith with 9. And Josh Melvin has 2 twos and a 3 for 7 points, and they've got 3 turnovers. There haven't been many turnovers this game, but you know, it's been back and forth, and those are the stats here for the first half.
All right, thank you, Jeremy. Appreciate it. We're going to have a halftime guest right now. Stepping up to the microphone is the head coach of the Hamilton County Foxes, and that's Doug Miller. Doug, good to have you here with us.
Thanks for having me.
And you're going to be playing a big game after this. You're going to be taking on NCOE, but before we get to that, let's talk about your win earlier this morning, that breakfast special. You came out and took care of business against Gallatin County, so congratulations.
Thank you. It's a hard game to play, though, that early. We got our kids here about 7:30. We went up and down the floor and got them loose and got their minds ready, got them woke a little bit.
Well, that's a tough game to play for a lot of reasons. First of all, you take the loss yesterday to this West Frankfort bunch. What was that, 68-37. And, you probably don't feel too good about yourself after that loss, but you got to get everybody motivated and get up, and you got to come in and play that early game at 8:30. And, there's a couple of ways that kids can respond to that. They can either respond negatively and feel sorry for themselves and that sort of thing, or they can be determined that, hey, you know what? That was yesterday. This is now. We got a chance to win a game today. Let's go out and do it.
I texted them last night as a team group message, and I said, tomorrow is a new day.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, forget today. Tomorrow's a new day. Bus leaves at 7 o'clock. Be there ready to go.
Yeah, well, they responded well to you.
Our effort was great, I thought, this morning. Our effort was not great yesterday.
Mm-hmm. So a big win again, 55-40 earlier today against Gallatin County. What concerns you the most in your matchup later on after this one against NCOE?
Well, they have a really good 2-3 matchup zone with a 6'6" kid in the middle and block shots. We're going to have to move the ball side to side and reverse the basketball and not stand still on offense and keep the big guy off the boards.
Jimmy Tucker, the coach for NCOE this year, you know him real well. You guys will probably have some fun along the sideline.
We might. We might.
I think that you no doubt will. Your thoughts on the game we're seeing right now between West Frankfort and Fairfield? You've played against both of them, so what's your thoughts?
West Frankfort's about 4 box outs from being tied up.
Yeah, they are.
But both teams are very well coached. Both teams are very well talented. You can't keep Fairfield off the board, so they just keep crashing the boards relentlessly, and that's why they have a 8-point lead right now.
Kane Hicksonball with just a monster game for the Mules in the first half, 16 or 18 points, I think, just in the first half, and he's kind of been the difference for the Mules so far.
And he's the difference every game they play.
Yeah. No, he's become such a scoring weapon this year. Last year he was more of a role player. He could score, but they didn't look to him to score last year. This year he's kind of coming in and kind of taking over games.
And he stepped up and been the man this year.
He is the man. He sure is. All right. Well, we appreciate the visit here at halftime, Doug, and best of luck in your game against NCOE. That'll be coming up right after this in the consolation semifinal.
Thanks a lot.
Okay. Thanks for the halftime visit here. That's Doug Miller, head coach of the Hamilton County Foxes. They got a win against Gallatin County earlier today, 55-40, and they will be playing in the game after this against NCOE. All right, we will take another brief break. We'll be back with more in just a moment here live from the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. This broadcast is made possible by Barnard Soil Service, located in Wayne City, offering multiple services to the farming community, including crop input recommendations, custom application, field records, seed test plots, seed treatment, soil testing, and much more. Barnard Soil Service is located at 303 East Smith Street in Wayne City, and their phone number is 895-2116. Additional details available on the company website at barnards.com. Barnard Soil Service in Wayne City. Vaughn Equipment is a family-owned and operated business in Fairfield that's committed to providing quality equipment to the farm, construction, tractor-trailer, marine, and oil field industries. They feature a great selection of new and pre-owned trucks, trailers, farm equipment, construction equipment, and rental equipment. Their inventory changes weekly, and you can see it all in person or on their website. Whatever you're looking for to do the job right, Vaughn Equipment can help you. They're located at 1102 South 1st Street in Fairfield, or call 842-3500. Fast Eddie Veltman, the legendary Centralia criminal defense attorney, has joined Olson and Reeves, attorneys at law. With offices in Centralia and Mount Vernon, Olson and Reeves are personal injury and criminal defense lawyers, and we've got your back. If you've been hurt in an accident or you've been arrested for a DUI or other charge, call Olson and Reeves today at area code 618-533-1601 for a free case evaluation. Olson and Reeves, attorneys at law.
This is more than a bundle. It's more than a combo deal. It's not just stuff. This is your home, your car. And you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance. State Farm agents get it. It's why they're here.
Talk to State Farm agent Lynn Braden in McLeansboro today.
Walpole Home Furnishings has been serving the area for nearly 30 years with quality furniture, appliances, and bedding. Their goal at Walpole Home Furnishings is to give you a great selection of home furnishings, appliances, and bedding at a great price with outstanding hometown customer service. If you're in the market for new or updated furniture, appliances, or bedding, check out the selection at Walpole's, 103 East Main Street on the south side of the square in McLeansboro, and visit their website at walpolehomefurnishings.com.
As a craftsman, Gordy had imagination and vision. As a business owner and machinist, he understood all the moving components and how important they were to making things work. When he dreamed of building his business, he knew he needed help. FNB provided the spark necessary to ignite his growth. That partnership has proven to be his best creation yet.
Welcome back here to the 55th Annual Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Our halftime score again, the Fairfield Mules leading the West Frankfort Redbirds 34-26. This game was tied 15-15 after the first quarter, though, Jeremy, and Fairfield used their defense to create offense and had a little run there in that second quarter, and that's kind of the difference in the game right now, isn't it?
I think we both thought this was going to be a competitive game, to start out especially, and Fairfield kind of drew it out a little bit. We're anxious to see what's going to happen here because Frankfort going to come back and keep it close to go to the fourth quarter, or is Fairfield going to make a little run? Fairfield's always able to make a run, but if you look back at the second quarter, Fairfield had a run, Frankfort matched it, Fairfield had another run, and then that was the end of the quarter,
Sure.
So that's just the way they both played so far. So.
We do have somebody standing in front of our camera right now. Don't panic. They'll sit down here in a minute as we start the second half, and we'll have all the action for you here as the Mules and the Redbirds get ready to tip it off here in the second half. Winner of this game gets the Heron Tigers. They prevailed over Carterville earlier this evening, and that was a good game. Went down to the wire as Heron won it, and then the loser of this game will take on Carterville in the fifth place bracket. So win or lose, you're going to have a tough game tomorrow.
For sure, yeah. The winner of the fifth place game, the winner of the third place game, and the winner of the tournament, they're all going to be really good teams. I mean, it's a very good showing so far from all these top seeds.
All right, anybody in any foul trouble that we need to be concerned about for either team?
There's nobody. Quincy King has 2, and everyone else that has a foul only has 1.
And Kane Hickson-Ball has kind of been the difference for the Mules here in the first half. He has 16 points. And also 7 points for Landon Zerlini to lead the Mules.
Yeah, Caden had a chance to have 20. He had a couple buckets that could have been in that he, made earlier on.
Yeah, that's right. All right, second half is underway. The teams change in. West Frankfort in the white uniforms. If you just joined us, Quincy King has it out front. Comes over into the corner, nothing there. Mules opening up in is that a zone they're opening up in?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, they're opening up in a zone.
Looks like a 3-2.
Yeah, you don't see them play a half-court zone very often, but that's what they've gone to. Quincy King swings it around the perimeter there to Culley. Back to King. Now to Thompson in the corner. He'll shoot a three-pointer. It's off the mark, no good. Zerlini with the rebound for the Mules. A little bit different look defensively there for Coach McElravy.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they stick in that or if they just did it to show it.
You're right.
I'm sure West Frankfort had some play that they were going to run against it to open the half up. So sometimes you can do that just to negate that play they have set it.
McElravy drove inside the lane, missed the shot, and then it was tipped, but it went out of bounds off the hands of Hickson-Ball. A turnover will give it back to West Frankfort. Just underway here in the third quarter play. Glad you're with us here from the Eldorado Holiday Tournament on AreaSports.net or on FoxesFans.net. Same feed on both websites. We just have both of them streaming the identical thing just so we got a backup plan because we use a lot of bandwidth down here with the literally thousands of people that are watching this thing, and we appreciate you being along on the broadcast. Quincy King fakes a shot, and they're going to say we're going to have a hold inside. Remind you to join us for the Sports Couch tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. It's 90 minutes of great local sports talk. Not sure who our guests are going to be yet. We got one guest lined up for sure. But we're waiting to see what happens in some of these games, not only here, but around the area tonight before we line up the rest of the guests. Here's a three-pointer from the left corner pocket, Isaiah Thompson.
I'm sure Coach McElravy saw something that made him think a zone would be a good option here in this second half. But, you know, watching them play yesterday, they've got 3-4 guys that can hit threes too. So if, you know, they're able to do that, that'll get Fairfield out of it pretty quick.
Knocked away by West Frankfort. Fairfield retains possession. Wyatt Gilbert will throw it in to McElravy and then back to Gilbert. 6:06 to play here, third quarter. Backdoor cut to Zerlini. He scores.
Nice cut. Nice lead on the pass.
Thompson gets it up quickly for West Frankfort. Swing it over to King. Now in the corner, they'll work it to Griffith. And down into the corner now to Thompson for another three. It's off the mark, no good. McElravy with a weak side rebound. And jump ball is going to be called as he's tied up. And the ball will go to Fairfield on the alternate possession rule.
It looks like Thompson's just going to run that baseline. He made the three over in the left corner, and then he shot this one here on the right. So looks like they're just going to try to swing it and try to create an opening.
Hicksonball has it for the Mules, works in the lane, spins, puts up the jump hook, left it short this time. Coming out of there with it on a 2-on-1 break. The Redbirds all the way down with a layup is Paxton Griffith. He took it coast to coast on that one.
With two athletic big guys coming behind him. It was kind of an awkward little jump stop that he did, but caught him off guard, and it was good enough to go in.
Beat the Mules down the floor that time. 36-31, back to a 5-point game as McElravy has it out front for the Mules. Drives all the way underneath the basket, slapped away by King, stolen. Ahead to Coley. Coley for the Redbirds. Leaves it for Thompson. Thompson whips it around to King. Now in the corner they work it. Another three-point shot is short this time by Paxton Griffith. Rebound by the Mules. They're going to throw it ahead. Getting back on defense to steal it is Thompson, as he outran Zerlini on that one. Redbirds with the ball, trailing it by 5. And timeout's going to be called by Coach Pete Gordon of the West Frankfort Redbirds. It's a 5-point game with 4:30 to play here in the third quarter, and we'll be back with more in just a moment.
How do you measure success? In points? In wins? Or trophies? At Shelter Insurance, we measure success in the quality of our products and services, in our community support, in being there when you need us most. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Agent Melissa Walden.
Back at Eldorado High School, got an updated score from the Pinckneyville tournament after 3 quarters. Woodlawn leads Olney 31-25. That's an impressive score.
Yeah, it is. Olney, are they still 3A?
They are 3A.
Down?
That's a 1A against a 3A, and Woodlawn is beating Olney after 3 quarters. Over at Pinckneyville. Back to live action here. Quincy King's got it for West Frankfort, guarded by McElravy. Trying to punch it inside on the post, but can't get it in that time. Maybe that's what Coach Gordon talked about in the timeout, was let's try to get some high percentage shots inside. They're looking inside for Melvin. They can't get it to him. He's guarded by Hicksonball. As Coley's got it now, over in the corner to Griffith. Griffith drives inside and slapped around, almost stolen. Thompson's got it now.
Fairfield back in their man-to-man here.
There they get it inside to Melvin. He pump fakes, goes up for the shot, and he's fouled by Zerlini. That's the matchup I think that West Frankfort wanted, was Melvin against Zerlini. And Melvin gets fouled and will go to the line. Stops the clock with 3:46 to play here in the third quarter.
Melvin's got a few pounds on Zerlini, for sure.
Misses the free throw. Melvin had a good game yesterday against the Foxes.
He sure did. He had 16, 14, 16, something like that. Do you remember how many it was?
It was double figures, I know. Makes the second one. 36-32 our score. Mules get it across with Wyatt Gilbert. Out to Zerlini. Over to McElravy. He'll drive, count the bucket, off the glass, and he's fouled. Noah McElravy with a successful excursion to the hoop.
Second foul on Ethan Coley.
They haven't put it on the board here yet, but I saw the official count the bucket, so I've put it on our scoreboard, and that makes the free throw. 39-32. Now they put it up on the scoreboard here in the gym. Scoreboard brought to you by Hamilton Memorial Hospital. We appreciate their support of the broadcast here, as we do all of our sponsors that you see and hear from during the games. Quincy King is double teamed by the Mules. Now Thompson's got it. Goes down the lane and then throws it away. Tried to get a pass over to Griffith, but Griffith had already cut towards the basket.
Well, even when they come up and trap like that, they do such a good job of recovering on the backside, and you know, they rotate. They don't have to stick with one man, and you know, just communication is very good with this team so far from what I can see.
In the ball game for Fairfield's Colin Massey, one of the super subs, as he feeds it inside to Luke Dagg, who misses the shot. Now Zerlini with a long three, and he buries it. Zerlini gives Fairfield a 10-point lead, and that's their biggest lead of the game. Comes at the 2:52 mark here of the third quarter. Redbirds back across again. Griffith takes it inside, misses it, but there's Thompson with the rebound. The little guy comes in and gets the stick back. Cuts it back to 8. Massey back across the line now for the Mules. Over to Hicksonball. Hicksonball had a huge first half. He's been a little quiet here in the second half.
Yeah, he hasn't got on the board here in the second half so far.
Wyatt Gilbert with a spin move, and he drops it in.
Nice little baseline move.
Well, when you got a little guy like Gilbert at 5'11" that can post up, that's pretty impressive. 2:09 left to play in the third quarter. 10-point Fairfield lead. There's another trap. They get rid of it to Quincy King. Bounce pass down underneath, and shot is missed by Melvin. Boy, he'd love to have that one back. He was more wide open than what he realized. Here comes Hicksonball with it. Left-handed shot, no good. Tip back up by Dagg, no good. Rebound by the Redbirds. King comes out of there. Throws it ahead to Thompson, and it's last touch by the Mules. It'll be Redbird ball. Brandon Lane and Blake Pruitt check back in for the Mules. Also, McElravy is going to come back in to replace Gilbert. Minute 44 to play here, third quarter. It's been a real test for the Mules, and we knew it would be. They lead it by 10. Here's a three-pointer. That's buried by Thompson. Thompson cuts the lead back to 7.
That's the shot that we saw yesterday when West Frankfort
Hicksonball
missed one.
He misses one. Yep. Rebound cleared out of there by Coley. Redbirds looking for more points. We were tied after one quarter, 15-15. Mules led it by 8 at the half. They lead by 7 now. Coley.
Both teams have looked good. I mean, this quarter, I mean, they've got opportunities and hit shots, and there hasn't been many turnovers, and it's been a clean game as far as fouls go, too.
No, you're right. Only 3 fouls called total here in the second half so far. 2 on the Mules and 1 on the Redbirds. 52 seconds left to go, third quarter.
Keeps your best players on the court as much as that you can.
Brandon Lane has it over to Massey. Now to Pruitt. Back out to Massey. 35 seconds left. Into Hicksonball. Goes up the shot. Count the bucket, and he's fouled. Hicksonball having a monster game for the Mules. That'll be 18 for Hicksonball.
18 looking for 19. And Fairfield has not missed a free throw yet, and I know I shouldn't say that. I'm not trying to jinx him, but you know, they've done a good job so far. And
32 seconds left in the quarter as Hicksonball completes the conventional three-point play.
Big sigh on my part right there that I didn't jinx it.
You thought you had, huh?
Yep.
Back to a 10-point lead for the Mules. They've led by as many as 11. Here comes the press. Redbirds haven't got it in. Almost a 5 count. Now they do get it in. And they also get it across the line. King's got it. That was real close to a 5 count.
Yeah.
Thompson now thinks about a shot and then thinks better of it. Back to King. If you're a Redbirds fan, you really want to convert here on this possession right before the end of the quarter. Melvin has it with 13 seconds left. To Culley, and it's taken away by the Mules. 2-on-1. McElravy feeds it down to Dagg, and he scores right before the horn here. That's the end of the third quarter. Fairfield with a little spurt there at the end of the quarter. And after 3, it's Fairfield 49, West Frankfort 37. We'll be back with the exciting fourth quarter in just a moment here live from the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. It's the heating season, and Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods has you covered with fast, reliable propane delivery service for your home or farm. And if you need those propane bottles filled for your grill or camper, Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods can do it. Looking for a wide selection of guns and ammunition? You'll find it at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods. You can even search online through their website at wainwrightpropane.com. And don't forget, they also sell propane grills, smokers, and deep fryers at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods. Back at Eldorado at Duff Kingston Gymnasium, it's a 49-37 lead for the Fairfield Mules. And Jeremy, your thoughts on that third quarter play?
Fairfield came out, and there in the beginning and at the end of the quarter, I felt like they took control of the game and made spurts. And that last minute and a half was really key to them getting that lead back from 7 back to what it is now, 12, which is the biggest lead of the game for.
It sure is. They led by 8 at the end of the half, and they lead by 12 now.
Isaiah Thompson had a real good quarter for West Frankfort, too. Hit a couple threes, and Paxton Griffith only had a bucket, but Fairfield's done a real good job of keeping the Frankfort bigs pretty quiet. They have not been near as effective today as they were earlier yesterday.
Yeah, I would certainly agree with that. Defense has been a big difference here in this game for the Mules as West Frankfort has the ball first to start the fourth and final quarter. Thompson's got it. Looks to penetrate, does, but can't shoot. He's surrounded by 3 Mules. Now somehow puts it up. Oh, actually, he shoveled it, I guess, to Griffith, who scored. Not sure how he got that ball to him.
I don't know how he got it up to the rim with those arms up extended in front of him. But that's a good decision not to bring him down and try to get the foul there. You just got to keep this clock moving if you're Fairfield. Inside,
it's Kane Hickson ball, but he is fouled.
They're saying on the floor. I kind of thought he was up in there, yeah.
So out of bounds to the Mules. 7:19 to play in the game.
Third foul on Ethan Coley, second team foul.
Shot missed by Massey there. Mules control it. Pruitt has it. Inside the paint, Hickson ball. Loses the handle.
Nice little tap there to get it back.
McElravy's got it. Goes up for the shot, and he's fouled.
Looks like to be on Isaiah Thompson. If it is, that's his first. Now they're saying it's going to be on Quincy King. That's his third foul and third team foul this half.
Fairfield has run more substitutions out there than West Frankfort has, and we kind of alluded to that at the beginning of the game, that depth could play a role in this one as we move on in this fourth quarter. The legs start to get tired, and some of those starters for West Frankfort who have been out there literally the entire game, they're going to start feeling it.
Yeah, absolutely. And here comes 2 more substitutions for Fairfield, fresh bodies. Noah McElravy looking for his 5th free throw of the game here. 5 for 5 on the night.
Makes it 50-39. Mules by 11. Here's a long 3 by Thompson. He answers back.
That's pretty impressive for a kid to come out and shoot the ball like that with his legs being and still making that shot in the fourth quarter.
Absolutely it does. Timeout on the court. We'll take timeout 2 and be right back.
Carter Turf and Tractor is now open in their beautiful new location on West Main Street in Fairfield in the former Save-A-Lot building. Carter Turf and Tractor is your area dealer for high-quality Kubota tractors in a variety of sizes, perfect for a landscaping business or to easily handle a variety of jobs around your home or farm. They can customize a solution for your needs. They also have the Kubota RTV utility vehicles for on-road and off-road transportation and hauling needs. When there's mowing or lawn work to be done, Carter Turf and Tractor has you covered with Exmark riding mowers and walk-behind mowers. They also feature a good selection of Echo brand brush cutters, trimmers, and chainsaws, as well as Honda and Generac generators. Come in and see for yourself at the new Carter Turf and Tractor, open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to 2 on Saturday.
Back to live action. Fairfield Mules with the ball as a backdoor cut goes to Zerlini, and a nice feed from Wyatt Gilbert ends in another bucket.
Tough angle for Zerlini right there, but he was able to get in on the baseline cut.
Mules increase their lead to 11. West Frankfort with the ball. Quincy King feeds it into Melvin. He'll lay it over the rim. Nice pass from King in heavy traffic to Melvin.
Nice catch, too. That's great hands. That ball was below his knees when he caught it, and that's not always an easy.
No, it's not. Hicksonball's got it. Dishes it to Zerlini. He'll fire the three ball. It misses. There's tipped back up and in by Luke Dagg. Right place at the right time for Dagg. Back to 11-point Fairfield lead. Quincy King in a trap. Gets rid of it to Thompson. Thompson's going to drive. Now dishes in the corner. To Coley. Back door again. And a little teardrop that time by Thompson.
Thompson's had a pretty good second half so far with 13 in the second half.
You know, he's just 5'9", but he plays a lot bigger than that, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
And he's just a junior, so he'll be back for Coach Gordon.
He does a good job of being able to throw over or under, around defenders that are a little bigger and stronger.
That's right. Coach McElravy sensed that they were in a little bit of a trouble there, so he calls timeout to talk it over, and we'll take timeout too and be right back at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament.
The difference between profit and loss is razor thin in today's market. Luckily, your GSI dealer is there to help you stay in the black. Capturing futures carry and improving your basis with increased on-farm storage on average could earn a 50-cent per bushel difference. Taking advantage of early harvest and saving with on-farm drying makes a profitability difference. Proven and dependable grain systems that boost your bottom line, that's the GSI difference.
Back at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament, it's a 9-point lead for the Fairfield Mules as they try to punch their ticket into the semifinals and a date with the Heron Tigers tomorrow at 12 noon. Heron already won their game tonight over Carterville. And still to come, we'll have Hamilton County against NCOE in a consolation semifinal coming up after this one. Then they'll clear the gym for the night session, which will include 2 more quarterfinal games as Massac County, the number 2 seed, will take on Anna Jonesboro at 7 o'clock, followed at 8:30 by Eldorado against Carmi. That's what we have here on tap for you the rest of the evening.
I don't really see any blowouts in those next 5 games.
I don't either.
Games.
They're going to have some good ones here. Here's the pass into Hicksonball out to Wyatt Gilbert. Gilbert drives, dishes it to McElravy for 3. Missed it, got his own rebound, though. Put it back up and in. Banked it in fact. Nobody boxed him out after the shot.
Following your own shot is another lost art.
Oh, yeah, it is. It sure is. Pass down into the corner. It goes to Griffith. Boy, almost lost. Quincy King's got it now. 5:03 to play in the game. 11-point contest. Redbirds looking for some offense. Thompson works against Zerlini. He's cut off by Dagg. Good help defense that time. Dishes it to Melvin, though, and he scores, and he's fouled. Nice presence of mind that time to dish it to Melvin. Melvin on the bucket.
Noah McElravy with the foul. That's a third-team foul. That's Noah's second foul.
Cuts the lead to 9 with 4:50 to go in the game. Up at the Centralia Holiday Tournament, Mount Vernon leads Thornton Fractional North 47-41 after 3 quarters of play. Shot and missed inside the lane, and then we got a tie up there between Massey and Melvin. And the possession arrow is going to leave it with the Mules. 4:43 to play in this one. Fairfield by 8. Massey, the trigger man. Comes to Zerlini. He'll stop and pop. Got it. It's a 2-ball. Puts the Mules back up by 10. West Frankfort gets the ball down quickly.
Tell you what, quietly a nice game by Zerlini. He's up to about 16 points right now, and it seems like just really quiet. He has not tried to force anything, but when the shot's been there, he's taken it.
When it's there, he'll take it, and he's been pretty effective. Thompson's got the ball for West Frankfort. Gives it up to Griffith. Back out to Quincy King. Thompson again. Working inside the lane and missed the shot as he went up against Pruitt. And on the rebound, we got a reach-in foul. Pruitt had the rebound. Kind of a frustration foul there, I think, by the Redbirds. Yeah.
That says the 5th team foul for West Frankfort. So they've got a couple fouls to give here, but at some point, you know, you're going to have to start putting Fairfield on the line unless you can cut it to, you know, 5 or a couple possession game.
Yep, that's true. 3:51 to play here. 10-point contest. Zerlini will trigger it in after West Frankfort knocked it out of bounds. Here's the inbound to Massey. To Hicksonball. Zerlini thinks about a shot, dishes it now to Hicksonball, who will fire the 3, and he got it.
Tell you what, that was some pretty good footwork by Hicksonball right there.
Sure
Staying
is.
set. He stayed squared up, caught it,
And that's 21 points for Kane Hicksonball. That's blocked out of bounds by Zerlini on the other end. Much to the delight of the Fairfield Mule fans. And there's quite a few of them here in attendance. And I know a lot of them watching online. That ball's thrown away. Massey goes and gets it for Fairfield. That pass was intended for Quincy King. Out to Zerlini for 3. He misses it. Rebound by the Redbirds. They'll run to the other end. King's got it. Goes up for the shot. It's blocked out of bounds, but foul's going to be called on Zerlini. .13 lead for the Mules with 3:14 left. At the line, Quincy King.
you could really see the lack of legs on King right there. He, you know, you can tell he hadn't. I don't think he's come out of the game.
I don't think he's come out of the game at all. I think he's played the entire game. I don't know that Thompson's come out. That's what I mean. This Fairfield depth, it will wear you down come fourth quarter if it's a short game. And King does go out of the game right now after the free throws.
That's King's first 2 points of the game, too, and he had 8 or 10 yesterday, hit a couple threes. So,
final from the Pinckneyville tournament, Woodlawn has beaten Olney 42-30. Wow. Woodlawn knocks off 3A Olney Tigers in the quarterfinals 42-30. They'll move to the semifinals at that Pinckneyville tournament tomorrow.
Wow.
That's crazy. Zerlini has it for the Mules. Over to McElravy. Picks up his dribble. Tries to feed it in the lane. It's stolen. Thompson's got it for West Frankfort. Behind the back dribble. Fancy dancy all the way to the hoop and scores. That got some big cheers from the crowd. That was impressive.
That was really nice.
I don't care who you are. That's impressive. McElravy back the other way. He misses the shot. Cleared out by the Redbirds. And that's blocked by Hicksonball, who gets back on defense. You know, that was a big defensive play because that could have cut the game to 7.
Yeah.
Massey inside has it blocked. 2-on-1 break for West Frankfort. Here goes Thompson. And it is a 7-point game.
I'll tell you what, this is the pace that West Frankfort is wanting to play right now. Fairfield just needs to pull it out.
Yep. It's a 7-point game. Don't go away. It's a 7-point game with just 2:14 left to play in this one.
Did you see who made that last bucket? Was that?
That was Thompson.
Was it Thompson again?
We'll be back with more in just a moment.
This basketball broadcast is made possible by Fairfield Printing and Graphics and Sporting Goods in Fairfield, where you can find T-shirts, hoodies, hats, and all kinds of gear for your favorite local team, such as Fairfield, Sisney, Wayne City, New Hope, Jasper, and others. Or they can customize exactly what you want. Fairfield Printing and Graphics is also your place to go for printing needs such as envelopes, posters, banners, anything you can think of, they can likely do it at Fairfield Printing, Graphics, and Sporting Goods. Learn more on their website at Fairfield Printing.
West Frankfort making a bit of a run here. They've cut the lead back to 7, Jeremy, and still a lot of time left with 2:13 on the clock. And as you say, Fairfield's got to take care of the basketball, and they're probably going to have to make some free throws down the stretch as well.
Yeah, Isaiah Thompson just trying to do this single-handedly with 9 points already this quarter and a couple outstanding plays in transition, getting to the rack and it going in. So should be an interesting last 2 minutes.
All right, Fairfield basketball, length of the floor. Wyatt Gilbert get it in as looks like West Frankfort going to set up a press of their own. The Mules seem to handle it easily as McElravy gets it across.
Good decision right there to pull it back out.
Clock's on their side, certainly, with that 7-point lead. Here's Massey in a trap. Gets rid of it to Gilbert. Over to McElravy. Minute 54 left. McElravy again. Out to Gilbert. West Frankfort's going to have to start thinking about fouling here soon if they don't get a steal. And there is a foul right there. Stops the clock with a minute 42 left. But, as you said, they've got fouls to give. That is their 6th team foul, so they won't shoot until they foul again.
That's Quincy King's 4th foul.
Well, they can't lose him off the floor, so somebody else will have to foul. Wyatt Gilbert is going to be ridden and fouled by Paxton Griffith. So that's foul number 7, and that will send the Mules to the line for the 1 and bonus.
I'm sorry, that 2 fouls ago was on Paxton Griffith also. So Quincy King's got 3, now Paxton Griffith has 3.
Okay. So Wyatt Gilbert at the line with a minute 40 left. Mules lead it by 7. At the Mary Mule girls basketball tournament in Fairfield, Eldorado has defeated Woodlawn in that girls contest, 45-32. Free throw by Gilbert is good on the front end of the 1-on-1.
Big free throw right there. Not sure if there's too many other guys you'd want up there. You've seen him play all year.
Sure. No, he's pretty consistent. Free throw good. 9-point lead for the Mules. Clock running, minute 35 left. Quincy King with it, guarded by Zerlini. Gives to Thompson. Thompson from the elbow, missed it. Rebound, Hicksonball going high. Clears it out to Gilbert. Knocked away from behind, picked up by Luke Dagg, out to Hicksonball. Bodies on the floor. Mules control it. Colin Massey, play and catch. Gets it to Gilbert, and he's fouled. He'll go back to the line again.
It's Coley's 4th foul. They took a lot of time off the clock in between fouls right there.
They did. 9-point game with 70 seconds left, a minute 10 left.
Chance to move it to a 4-possession game.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much salted away. Valiant effort here by the West Frankfort Redbirds, but I think they're running out of time as Gilbert makes the second one. Quincy King back in the front court for West Frankfort. Gives it to Coley. He knocks down the 3 ball. And that cuts it back to 8. Under a minute to play.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Stolen. Melvin has it, and then stolen back by Hicksonball. And Hicksonball is fouled by Thompson.
You could see that play happening right there, that pass.
Yeah.
Going behind him.
Yeah, you could. We'll walk down to the lane again, and Hicksonball will be at the line this time for the Mules. Stops the clock with 50 seconds left. 5-0. Hicksonball's free throw is good. 9-point lead. That one's in and out, no good. Melvin with the rebound. Boy, he almost traveled with it, didn't he?
Yeah, that was the first missed free throw of the day for Fairfield, too.
Coley has it to Thompson, and that ball's loose, picked up by Hicksonball.
Looks like to me that's going to be it.
35 seconds left. Hicksonball with 23 points in the game. And West Frankfort's going to back off defensively, and Fairfield's going to hold on to the ball and hold on to the win here. It's going to be a 9-point Fairfield victory against a good West Frankfort team who came in as the number 8 seed. A good battle here this afternoon. 10 seconds left. It's going to wind down as players are going to congratulate each other out on the floor. McElravy with the ball. He's going to give it to the official. There's the horn, and that's the ball game. Fairfield wins it by a score of 67-58. They will advance on to the semifinals tomorrow at 12 noon, where they will take on the Heron Tigers, a team they met last year in the championship game. Bottom half of the bracket in the quarterfinals later tonight is going to have number 2 seeded Massac County against Hannah Jonesboro at 7 o'clock here on the web. And Eldorado takes on Carmi at 8:30. Coming up here in just a few moments will be a consolation semifinal between Hamilton County and NCOE. You can watch that game on a separate link here on our website. Jeremy's working on our post-game stats. We're going to share those with you in just a moment, so don't go away. We'll be back with those in just a brief timeout here from the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Do you enjoy local sports talk? Well, then you don't want to miss the Sports Couch every Saturday morning at 8:30 on Super Hits AM 1210 and AreaSports.net. The Sports Couch is 90 minutes of great local sports talk where we visit with area coaches and other local media covering the sports in our area. You never know who's going to be on the couch. So join us for the Sports Couch Saturday morning at 8:30 on Super Hits AM 1210 and on AreaSports.net.
As a craftsman, Gordy had imagination and vision. As a business owner and machinist,
Welcome back here to the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Fairfield wins it here 67-58. Jeremy, you got our post-game stats.
Yeah, starting with Fairfield here, they had a total of 58 points. They had 3 players in double figures. Leading the way was Kane Hicksonball with 23 points. Then Landon Zerlini had 16, White Gilbert with 10, and then the other 2 players in the scoring column both had 9. Very balanced scoring. Luke Dagg had 9, and Noah McElravy had 9. They only committed 5 turnovers for the entire game, and they only had 9 fouls as a team. They were 14 for 15 from the free throw line for the game. West Frankfort also had 3 players in double figures, starting with Isaiah Thompson with 19. Paxton Griffith had 14. Josh Melvin had 13. And then 3 other players also scored. Ethan Cawley had 9. Quincy King had 2 free throws. And Andrew Cunningham hit 1 out of 2 for 1 point for 58 total points. They committed 13 fouls for the game and went 3 for 5 from the free throw line for the game.
All right, so both teams had 3 players in double figures, but Fairfield wins it 67-58. That's the final. And that's going to wrap it up from Eldorado for now. We'll be back with another game in just a few moments on a separate link on the website as Hamilton County takes on NCOE.